all praises Yahweh, by Hashem, Amashiach, Malak Yahushai, for another day, another beautiful Sabbath. You know, man, it's been a lot going on, especially a lot going on in Israel. We got and we the chosen people. Being those chosen people, we got a lot of responsibility. You know, as we live, we learn more things. We kind of see the wickedness is going on right now in Israel, in our community, in our nation, especially among our women. This, and among Jake too. These wicked spirits and this sexual immorality. Everybody running around want to be a hot girl summer. This the spirit of whoredom, the spirit of harlotness, the spirit this wicked spirits going on. And we gotta know that this is biblical. We gotta also know that, hey, we get destroyed for that. The Most High ain't dealing with that spirit of wickedness. Whether we talking about physical fornication or whether we even talking about spiritual fornication. So from that standpoint, we're gonna go ahead and get in some of these precepts. Gotta remember, man, we are the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people, under a covenant, under the law, the statutes, the commandments. And bring this out. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6, which reads, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." We got to know, as being Israelites, we God's chosen people. The Most High ain't dealing with everybody. He the same. He never changes, as we learned in Malachi. Man, he the same today. He the same yesterday. He the same. He be the same forever. The Most High ain't dealing with all these other nations. We as chosen people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we got to get it together as a nation so we can get back in our rightful position, our rightful rulership. We got to start to redevelop the structure of the family, everything biblical. We learn the ways of the world, what the world want us to do, how the world want us to be. We see that hasn't got us anywhere, but death and destruction, and the best people at the bottom living these curses. So we got to know we are holy people. That holy means kadash, means set apart, means sanctified. We different. We do things different. We was given the law. We can't be out here running around how these other nations running around. Especially, we can't be making whores of the daughter of Zions. Got all these Cardi B's, these Megan Thee Stallions, these and everybody who live in your neighborhood. I mean, we see it. Women walking around here half dressed, ain't got no clothes on. That lust spirit. Brothers running around here. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality, all type of sexual immorality, bestiality, all type of manners, all manner of wickedness, man. And that's going on. That's going on. I'm gonna bring out Deuteronomy 10 and 12, because being that holy people, that special people set apart, hey, we got a responsibility. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. Actually, we're gonna start with verse 12 and 13. It says, "And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good." Hey, these laws, statutes, and commandments that we was given, it's for our good. They not grievous either. It's for our good to show us how to govern ourselves, to show us how to love our brothers and sisters, to show us how to raise our children, to show us our economic system, to show us our dietary laws, to show us how we're supposed to be elevated among all these nations. And so we can also teach the other nations we're supposed to be a light unto the nation. How can we be a light unto the nations and we running around here in darkness? And we was the only ones given the laws, the statutes, the commandments. And we know biblically sin is the transgression of the law. We was the only ones given the law. And these commandments is for our good, man. They ain't for our bad. It's like breaking the law and not keeping the commandments what got us in this position right now. And so we got to know, as it says, "And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?" That's a possessive pronoun, thy. The Most High, Yahweh, is our God. And what does he require of us, man? But to love the Lord thy God. Now, how do you know you love the Lord thy God unless you keep in the commandments? I'll bring that out, matter of fact. Because everybody run around and say that they love the Most High. But how do you prove that you love the Most High? How do you know that you love the Most High? You know what? Can you write him a little Valentine's Day card? You celebrating every damn holiday, every folly day. You running around here all manner of wickedness. You know, so-called Israelite, Salakia, so-called black on black, Latino on Latino, all this crime. How you love God and you destroying his people? How you love God and you're not keeping his commandments? We got to make sense of it, man. The book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 2 and 3, and it says, by this we know that we love the children of Yahweh when we love Yahweh and keep his commandments. And read as the text is written, it says, by this way we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments, man. If you love your brother, we know that's one of the commandments. Hey, man, do not suffer sin upon your brother, to love your brother, to love your sister, you know, to love the people of your nation, the children of your nations. We know that we got to do that. In order to do that, we can't even say we love God and we're not keeping the commandments. We're not loving our brothers. Verse 3, 1 John 5 and 3, it says, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, which means they're not burdensome. They not hard, man. And we know one of the commandments, we're going to bring that out in, is too much adultery running around. It's just spiritual fornication running around. And we know that one of the commandments, one of the 613 commandments, but we know that most people are familiar with the 10 commandments. And we ain't even trying to, as a nation, try to even keep the 10 commandments. We're quick to say, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, so forth and so on. But thou shalt not commit adultery either, man. Too many women committing adultery, too many brothers committing adultery, too many brothers accepting of their women committing adultery, too many women accepting of their brothers committing adultery. Man, this is serious, man. You know, in the ancient days, you'd be put to death, the man and a woman, for committing adultery. You got to think the Most High, and there's more than one type of adultery. We know that it's the physical fornication, the sexual immorality, but we also know that it's spiritual fornication as well. And we ain't seen that throughout the scriptures. How many times we went off? Like it's the so-called damn 4th of July. Is that today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, the so-called 4th of July. We're gonna see all manner of wickedness, all manner of spiritual fornication. We got our nation celebrating these hot folly days that we call them, these so-called holidays, and that's the way of the heathen, man. The Most High ain't dealing with no damn 4th of July. Where was your people at? The America celebrating their independence. Where was your people at? The Most High ain't dealing with that, man. He's not dealing with that. We got to get back to our heritage, man. Like he said in Jeremiah that we were discontinued from our heritage. We got to get back to our heritage, to keeping these laws, these statutes, and these commandments. Let's go to Exodus. Matter of fact, Exodus 20. Exodus 20 to about 14. It says, the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Man, you can't be out here committing adultery, y'all. Marriage is sacred. It's a covenant between you and the Most High and your spouse. That's a covenant y'all made with the Most High. You know, this is important. It's a godly covenant. Can't be out here defiling your marriage bed, wedlock. You know what I'm saying? And it's these spirits be hopping on people. You know, you got the women, Eve, she out here, you know, not shamefaced, out here running around, damn breast all out, damn butt all out, her secret parts all out. You know what I mean? All type of manner of wickedness. And then the brothers, Jake out here promoting it. Oh yeah, girl, let me go to this strip club. Let me commit this wickedness. That's idolatry, man. Hey, I want a bad bitch. That's all we hear now, man. Brothers ain't telling sister, hey, sister, go cover up, man. You know you a daughter of Zion. Cover up. We don't want to see that. Say that for your husband. You know, we teaching our daughters these wicked ways. We teaching our sons these wicked ways. We not setting our standards according to the Bible, according to the scriptures, according to the laws that we was given, the statutes, the commandments. Bring out this Leviticus 20 and 10 too. Because we see, man, these are laws that we got to keep. These are laws that was given to us. the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10, and it reads, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even him, Salaki, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death, man. Most High ain't playing about that. In the ancient times, hey, you be put to death, and you still might be put to death nowadays. Say, man, you let you lay with a man's wife and he walk in on you and kill you. Hey, that's the Most High judgment. That's righteous judgment. And we see that happen quite a bit of times now in this world, man. It's serious. Hey, the Most High have mercy on who he have mercy on, man. We got to get out of this wicked ways of the world, man. Do you know that friends being friends of the world, what it says is enmity with the Most High? I think that's in like James. Hey, we got to get back to fearing the Most High. That perfect fear of the Most High is going to keep you from the ways of adulterous woman. It's going to keep you from being an adulterous man. When you fear the Most High, it's going to keep your feet on the path of righteousness. It's going to have that fear of not wanting to go off, man. This is serious. Verse 11. And you know what? And it's not just adultery, man. It's all type of wickedness going on here, sexual immorality. We got people being homosexual, man. That's going all the way off, man. We don't give a damn what the world say about it. We gotta start listening to what the Most High say about it, man. That's going all the way off. Let's say, and the man that lieth with his father's wife have uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Hey, it's your fault. Your blood gonna be upon you. And we got all type of crazy stuff out here, man. Jake sleeping with his father's wife. You know what I'm saying? With his brother's wife, the sister going off sleeping with the sisters or the brothers. The brother's wife. All type of wickedness, homosexuality. You got the spirit of the damn so-called dykes now. The lesbian movement, LBGQT, all that stuff, man. That's all going on. We'll be destroyed, and we still getting destroyed as a nation, man. How we gonna replenish our nation with homosexuality? That don't even make sense. And that's the law. The Most High said, hey, man, you can't be gay, man. That's a law. And if a man, verse 12, and if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. Their blood shall be upon them. And you can't sleep with your damn daughter-in-law, man. That's going off. That's going off. But we see this type of stuff happening all the time now. 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Man, the Most High is not dealing with no damn gay. That's an abomination. A man cannot lie with mankind like he lied with a woman, and a woman cannot lie with a damn woman like she lied with a man. That's off. That'll get you destroyed. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. Man, we got to remember, we are a holy people, a set apart people. We ain't supposed to have no wickedness among us. Didn't the Most High say be holy because he is holy? This is what we got to get back to our standard. And the only way we're going to get back to our standard is to get back to these laws, these statutes, these commandments, man. You can't be laying with your wife and her mother. Can't be having no threesomes. None, all of that stuff is going off, man. And if you got multiple wives, which is biblical, hey, it's a way to do that too. You got to do that in righteousness. Can't have no damn side chick over here. Then you got your wife over here talking about, you know, that one of them don't know about the other. That's going off, man. It's an order that we got to do things decently in order. You can't have you got two wives and you talking about, hey baby, let's have a threesome. That's going off, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that. That's not in righteousness. We got to do things decently in order, biblically. Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. That's abomination, man. That's wickedness. You got Jake out here, and chiefly you see this with Esau and all these other nations too, having sex with sheep, all type of wickedness, man. You see women having sex with not bestiality with horses, sister. You can't be lying with no damn horse, with no damn dog, man. That's wickedness. That's wickedness. That's you're going to hell off. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and he shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereunto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That's going off, man. Verse 17, and if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. And Salakia, he hath uncovered his sister nakedness, he shall bear his iniquity. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. And you can't be lying, having damn sex with your wife, with a woman, when she unclean, man. Jake love to do all type of wicked, nasty stuff, man. You going off. You having sex with a woman on her period, on her flower. That's wicked, man. She unclean. That's going off, brother. Sisters, you laying and having sex with your husband with period. On your period, on your flower. You're fornicating, you going off, sister. And that's wickedness, man. That's wickedness. All type of that sexual immorality. That's wickedness. And we got to turn from that, man. In fact, let's get this Deuteronomy. I'll go to that Deuteronomy 10:16, man. We got to circumcise our heart, which we know is your mind, man. Got to be diligent, be in the spirit, have that fear of the Most High. Don't y'all want the kingdom? I want the kingdom. I want the kingdom for my brothers and sisters too, man. We got to get back to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 16 says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no more stiff-necked. Hey, man, we got to stop being a stiff-necked people. We got to circumcise our heart, man. When you think the circumcision is of the covenant. We got to be righteous. We got to be diligent. We got to fear the Most High. Get back to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments and not being stiff-necked. Matter of fact, let's get that Deuteronomy 11. Here, Deuteronomy 11:1. Therefore, thou shalt love the Lord thy God and keep his charge and his statutes and his judgments and his commandments always, not just on the Sabbath, not just when you with the brothers, not just when somebody looking. Always, we got to keep his commandments, man. And we got to confess our sins and repent. Don't you know the Most High know everything? Say his eyes is like 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. Ain't nothing you can do that the Most High don't know that you're doing. We got to get back to our heritage, man. Like I said in Jeremiah, matter of fact, let's bring that out. Jeremiah, we didn't discontinue from our heritage. And why we didn't discontinue from our heritage? And that's why we out here doing all this manner of wickedness, man. We out here doing this manner of wickedness. Because we didn't discontinue from our heritage. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4, and it reads, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knewest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And we know that forever is until Yahweh shall come back and redeem us. We out here doing the heritage of all these other heathens, man, of all these other nations. Being gay, being whores, being whoremongers. Hey, that one never cool to be, man, with our people. When did being a whore become popular? by listening to the ways of these other nations. And these other nations want to keep us in sin. You think that they don't know that we the chosen people? Do you really think that? Man, they know. And they know, hey, we want to keep the Most High's chosen people on the bottom so that they can stay, these other nations can stay in rulership and sin. Why you think it's so much pork, shrimp, crab, lobster? Why you think they pushing this homosexual agenda? Why you think they, even with our music, the rap, the R&B, let's sleep around, all type of wickedness going off, man. And we feed right into it. We like sheep led away to the slaughter. What it say? Even the ass knows master's crib. But our people forgotten the Most High. We forgotten that He created us to be the cream of the crop. But now we the sticky shit on the bottom of the barrel. Salakia. We ain't got no pride no more in ourselves. We want to be like everybody else. When everybody else want to be like us, when we lead in righteousness. We forget we the salt of the earth. Like I say, but if the salt has lost its savoriness, what is it good for? But to be burnt and trampled under the feet of men, man. Like you going cooking some food and you gonna put some salt on it. That salt ain't got no damn saltiness no more. It ain't good for nothing. We got to get back to our heritage. We got to get back to these laws, these statutes, these commandments. Say we have discontinued from our heritage. You know that your body, you can't be out here fornicating. Your body is the temple of the Most High. We got to make our bodies a living sacrifice. I mean, you got to abstain from these things. Matter of fact, let's get that in Romans 12. We got to make our bodies a living sacrifice, man. We got to be on fire for the Most High. The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1, it reads, I beseech ye, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Hey, we got to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, man. We can't be out here doing everything that everybody else is doing. A living sacrifice, holy, which means set apart, sanctified. When we look up that word holy in the Hebrew, that kadash, you know what I'm saying? You got ceremonially holy, but you also got even morally holy, man. Now, how can we make our morals holy if we not following the law, statutes, and commandments? That's our measuring stick of things being holy. That's how we take things into account. That's how we take accountability as ourselves as a people. And be not conformed to this world. I mean, hey, don't trim your ways and seek the love of this world. Matter of fact, like I say, I believe that's Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, will say, why trimmest thou way to seek love, man? Why are we doing everything against what the laws of the Most High and told us to do? And we we trimming our ways to seek the love of the world. Man, the world don't give a damn about you, man. The world don't give a damn about you. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33 says, why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Now, why do you think our generations are in the position that they in? We killing one another left and right. Hey, man, we talk about the so-called damn devil, the so-called white man in all these other nations. But hey, we killing ourselves. We taking ourselves out. What about that? When we gonna hold ourselves, and I'm not excusing them at all. When we gonna start holding ourselves as well to a standard of accountability? Have you ever thought about that? When we gonna start holding each other to a standard, a biblical standard, a preceptual standard? When we gonna start rebuking this wickedness in our communities? Like the scriptures say, hey, who gonna stand up against the evildoers for the Most High? And we pray to keep that, stay in the spirit, man. That we ain't tossed to and fro. The only way you're going to do that is by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Only way you're going to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments is get back to your word, man. Sisters, get out the clubs. You got a husband at home. Get home. Brothers, get out the streets. The streets don't love you. The streets ain't never loved us. Get out the damn streets, man. Get at home, raise your children. Teach them in that way. Don't it say train up a child in the way that he should go, when he older, he won't depart? We got to train up our children. We got to get back to our biblical nationality, our biblical heritage. This is our inheritance. Get back aligned to the will of the Most High. Get out them damn clubs. Get out the damn streets. Get off trying to be the top Instagram model, the top twerker. Brothers trying to be the top nigga man on the block, the top D-boy, the top gangbanger. When we gonna be back to the top nationality, man? We put energy in all this foolishness. When we gonna get back to serving the Most High? Sisters, when you gonna get back to being modest and dressed in modest apparel, to being shamefaced? Wives, when you gonna get back to being wives? Husbands, when you gonna get back to being husbands? Young men, when you gonna gird up and seek you a righteous woman? Children, when we gonna start following the ways of the Most High? Parents, when we gonna start leading our children biblically and not through the ways of the world? These questions we gotta ask ourselves as a nation, man. These questions we gotta, when we gonna start stop trimming our ways to seek love of everybody else? When we gonna seek the love of the Most High? Which you just brought out is following the love of the Most High, is keeping His commandments. We got to be serious. We got to get back diligent to this thing, man. We got to get back diligent. Let's get that Proverbs 6:32, man. All this sexual immorality going around, man. Sisters is out in the clubs more than they at home. Brothers, when y'all gonna gird up and lead in righteousness? Half of the sisters out doing what they doing because the brothers promoting it. I don't want no damn Cardi B spirit on my wife. Where's the profitability in that? We got to get it together, man. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6. I'm looking for verse 32. It says, "For whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul." Hey, brother be thinking, hey, Jake, he think he got something, sleeping with a married woman. Both of y'all going off. They're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Her nigga ain't doing her good at home. I done went out and hit that. Man, hey, brother, you gonna be destroyed. You lack understanding. You lack wisdom. You lack discretion. You think that's sweet? You wicked, brother. That's lame, man. Laying with another man's wife. And sisters, that's wicked. Say adulterous woman should be kind of like a dog, like spittle in Sirach, in the book of Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha. Bring this back. It say the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 32. "But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul." Playing the harlot. And we know we can take things in twofold. We know, man, you got to think about how the Most High really feel about adultery. Even all of the similitudes in the parables. And he was destroying us for adultery, being adulterous, and fornicating also with these other doctrines, with these other nations, with these other gods, this wood and the stones. And matter of fact, and that's part of the curses that's on us. Even our women, like it say in the book of Isaiah. I'm bring that. I think that Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. Matter of fact, first I'm gonna bring out that in Jeremiah, man. We're showing how we was being destroyed for fornicating. In Jeremiah 3, I'm looking for fornicating with these other nations, for playing the harlot, for playing the hoe with these other nations. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 6. The Lord said unto me in the days of Josiah, the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel have done? She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot, man. The Most High ain't dealing with physical fornication or spiritual fornication, man. And that's what we're seeing even today, man, as a nation. We going off, we in damn Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, atheism, atheist, however you say it. We playing the harlot, man. Damn Jehovah's Witnesses. We going to all these other religions that's all man-made, and we forsaking our heritage. We playing the harlot, man. Same thing that's got us destroyed time and time again, being stiff-necked. You say, and we got to realize this is serious. The Most High ain't playing with this, man. This harlotry. You got to think, even in ancient days, we was going making damn groves and temples. That's when it say up on every high mountain, setting up altars and groves, worshiping Ashtoreth and the gods, the gods and goddesses of the Assyrians and all these damn idols. Setting up images and stones. A matter of fact, in Jeremiah, we was making drink offerings to damn stones, sacrificing our children, blood offerings, all type of manner of wickedness, man. Spiritual fornication and immorality, being adulterous. When we gonna get back to keeping the laws, the statutes, and the commandments, man? Verse 7, it says, and I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me, but she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I have put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And hey, we see this going on, man. We still see this spiritual fornication going on. Hey, the Most High said he cut us off. He gave us a bill of divorce. Just like if you out there committing adultery, man, sleeping around, you need to get a damn bill of divorce, man. What Christ say? Hey, spiritual fornication. What was that in? I think that's in Matthew. Matthew, the 5th chapter, I think. And you put her away, man. Wife out here committing adultery. Man, put her away, man. Husband out here committing adultery. What Yahweh say about that? We gotta have our foundation. Bear with me. In these laws, because we know the law is not done away with. We know the law is not done away with. Matter of fact, let me bring that out too. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I'm not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily, I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. And we know all ain't been fulfilled. So the law of adultery, to not commit adultery, that's a law, man. It's still here. Christ ain't come to throw that law away so you can go and sleep around and repent. Didn't he say whosoever should break the least of these commandments? Matter of fact, 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So everybody, all you damn rappers out here promoting, sleeping around and promoting, teaching the women to be whores, promoting the young men and influencing them to make whores out of the daughters of Zion and to be whoremongers, you're going off, man. You're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven. And we know we are the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within us. Ain't no damn house in the sky. We're going to be floating around with some damn wings on, man. That ain't biblical. The kingdom of heaven. Do you not know that you are the kingdom of heaven? We got to get back to keeping these laws, these statutes, and these commandments, man. And fornicating and being whores and adulterers, that ain't where it's at. That ain't where it's at all. That is not where it's at. That's what I'm looking for. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 32. It says, and this is red letter, so that means that's Yahweh speaking. But I say unto you that whosoever should put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And so whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery. So, man, hey, if your wife is sleeping around, it says except for if she's sleeping around, man, put her away. Give her that bill of divorce, man. Put her away, man. We can't be so comfortable with all of this wickedness, man. We see time and time again in the scriptures that adulterous spirit been put away. I mean, been among us. Matter of fact, and we know that that's even a curse. One of the curses. They say that our women used to be so tender and delicate, but they ain't even want their feet to touch the ground. They ain't even want their feet to touch the ground. That's how our women was, man. Now what you see? You don't see that, man. Women out here quarrelsome, drunk, want that WAP spirit. All manner of stuff that ain't fitting to us as a nation. That ain't our heritage. Sisters, you going off. Brothers promoting the same. Going off. Matter of fact, we're going to bring that out too. And this is the second chapter of Isaiah. Where that's at, man? Say our women, man. Here it is. Salaki is Isaiah, the third chapter I'm looking for. Our women got that stank on them. You know what I'm saying? They out here missing around, tinkling feet. Ain't shame face no more. Ain't modestly dressed. All their secret parts exposed. You know this biblical? Because we ain't kept the law, statutes, and commandments. The book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16, and it reads, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. And that haughty is that's that proudness, that pride. They are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. That's that lustfulness. Walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. You know, that tinkling with their feet. You know, the ancient days used to have on the anklet, the bracelets. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be adorned, be that lustful spirit. My great grandmother said, they out here fishing. Wives in at home, they out here fishing. It's 2, 3 in the morning. You out here at the club. But you got kids at home. You got a husband. And husband, gird up. You allowing this. So you going off too. And wives who got husband, you out 2, 3 in the morning with 3, 4 different women, sleeping around and coming home. Wives sleeping around and coming home. What is we doing as a people, man? Salakia. It say, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts, man. Women all walking out here with their secret parts, man. Can't even walk up and down the street. And that's why you got to wear these fringes. Because you got to, man, most of the time I'm walking up and down the street, I literally got to look down at my fringes. Don't it say don't look upon a woman? The beauty of a woman, hey, man, you walking up and down the street, breasts all out, you causing brothers to go off, putting that lust spirit on brothers. That's why you got to stay in the spirit, man. Like, sister, cover up. Remind yourself, man, hey, man, we got to keep these commandments, man. You can't be out here tossed to and fro. It says, Salaki, and the Most High have discovered their secret parts now. Man, our women used to be girded, you know what I'm saying? Used to be covered up. Beautiful daughter of Zion's, hair wraps. You know what I mean? Now, they showing you everything. You can see everything, man. And they proud of it. They don't feel beautiful unless they body out. Verse 18 says, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls. It's like their hair wraps. And their round tires like a moon, them chains, the chains, and the bracelets, and the mufflers, and the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, which is like a bag, like a purse, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, Salakia. And instead of a girdle, a rent. Man, that's why women out here too. The Most High took all of the things that made you pure, Salakia, that made you, that you was adorned in righteousness, covered up. Now all of them, that's your heritage. Now you didn't discontinue from your heritage. Like it's saying in Jeremiah, the 17th chapter. Even thyself have discontinued from thy heritage. And now what you got? You got baldness. Our women can't grow no damn hair as a nation. See, we quick to run to the Chinese women. They get all type of weave. The sew-ins, the lace fronts, the tuck backs, the push-ups, whatever it's called. That bald head, man, that's scab, that's a curse. Because you got away from being shamefaced, from being adorned, from being that beautiful daughter of Zion. And we got caught up in the ways of the world. Say, and it shall come to pass that instead of the sweet smell, there should be stink. Man, that's rottenness. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty, man. What is we doing, man? This ain't nothing to be proud of, man. This adulterous spirit that's going around Israel, man. A plan to harlot. As a matter of fact, that's Jeremiah 2nd chapter 2. And we do this stuff and act like that it ain't impurity. I'm looking for it, or the Most High, like. Bear with me. That's 2 and 23. And this shows you the similitude of spiritual fornication and adultery and idolatry and the physical act of it too, man. If it's so serious, the Most High made multiple parallels through the scriptures. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, we're going to start with verse 23. And it says, how canst thou say I am not polluted? I have not gone after Balaam. See thy way in the valley. Know what thou hast done. Thou art swift. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways. And that dromedary, that's like a damn camel, a female camel. You like a damn beast, he's saying. Traversing in thy ways, going to and fro. It say, a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up the wind at her pleasure and her occasion. Who can turn her away? Man, that's it, man. He's saying, hey, man, y'all fornication, y'all adultery is like a damn wild ass, like a she donkey who in heat got her nose snuffed up in the air, sniffing for the scent of any damn donkey that she can mate with, and say, who can resist her in her way? They out there fornicating. That's what he likened our people to. And that's how a lot of our women is too, man, nowadays. They out here fishing late at night, early in the morning. Won't bring out a precept, but know every damn city girl song about a hot summer. You know that lake of fire gonna be real hot. Do you not know that you a daughter of Zion? You're supposed to be the cream of the earth. A righteous woman, that woman that I talk about in that Proverbs 31. And the brothers too. We can't just get on the women. Y'all hear all type of manner of wickedness and fornicating and adulterers, whoremongers, want to pimp the women. And we got to get it together, man. That ain't biblical. It say a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up the wind at her pleasures and her occasion. Who can turn her away? All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month, they shall find her. In her month, that's when she in heat. They gonna find her. Hey, man. That's how he likened us as an adulterer, spiritually fornicating with these other religions, these other ideologies, these other doctrines, these idols, making groves, and physically, man, our women being adulterers. You know it's bad. He likened our spiritual fornication to an adulterous woman. It say, verse 25, withhold thy foot from being unshod and thy throat from thirst. But thou saidest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock, thou art my father. And a stock is a damn piece of wood. And to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of the cities are thy gods, O Judah. Man, the Most High is saying, look, man, y'all didn't play the harlot with all these other nations, with all these other doctrines. Y'all done made pieces of wood, idols, saying, hey, this is my father. You praying to the damn rock. You make sacrifices. Hey, why don't that rock rise up and save you? He say, hey, the number of y'all gods is like the cities of Judah. Man, y'all got all these, so many idols, it's hard to even count the different damn idols y'all making. Y'all making idols for everything. Verse 29, wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, saith Yahweh. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own swords have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. And that goes to another precept that we know that the children will pay for the sins of the father. He just said, hey, in vain have I smitten your children. Like, hey, man, I didn't even smitten your children, and y'all still ain't even learning. Y'all still out here fornicating. We seeing the judgment on us as a nation still to this day, man. In fact, let's bring out that Ezekiel. That Ezekiel 16. Where we played the harlot, man. We've been playing the harlot. Spiritually, we've been fornicating. Physically, we've been fornicating, playing the harlot, man. And we gonna just show you that being a hoe, being a harlot, being a whore, being an adulterer, being a whoremonger, being an adulteress, man, it's not good, man. That's wicked. And you're going to hell off. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16. I'm going to start with verse 32. Matter of fact, Salaki, we're going to start with verse 30. It says, how weak is thine heart, saith the Lord God, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious, whorish woman. He comparing us in our spiritual adultery and fornication as a whorish woman. So I tell you, he ain't how bad it is to be a whorish woman. In that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and make it thine high place in every street. It's talking about these damn groves, these altars, serving these idols. What is he liken it to? And has not been as an harlot, and that thou scornest hire, but as a wife that committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. Sisters out here taking in strangers instead of their husband. Lying and having sex and wiping their mouth, like you say in the Proverbs, the adulterous woman like one who eat and wipeth their mouth and say she ain't ate nothing. Say, but as a wife that committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband, they give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them, that thou may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom. And the contrary is in thee from other women and thy whoredoms, whereas none follow of thee to commit whoredoms. Basically, like, hey, the contrary is that y'all being whores with all these other nations, but the nations ain't being whores. They ain't following your God. But you being a whore to them, and they ain't even doing the same to you. It's that twofold. We out here committing spiritual whoredom and fornication, going after all the ways of the heathen, but the heathen ain't going after the ways of God. Make that make sense. Back to discontinue from our heritage, man. And you see, Salakia, all these other nations telling our women, hey, be a whore, have a hot girl summer. Cardi B and Beyonce and all of them out here pushing these agendas while they're at home with their husband. All these other nations, we know who run the music industry. The fake Jews. But what they pushing, they telling their women, hey, get married, build a household, build a family structure. But with our women, they telling y'all to go out and be whores. And y'all doing it while they at home with their women, with their wives, with their daughters, making a mockery out of us. And them curses, man. Them curses. Man. It say, Salakia, verse 35. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, because thy filthiness was poured out and thy nakedness discovered through thy whoredoms with thy lovers and with all thy idols of thy abominations and by thy blood of thy children which thou did givest unto them. And we was sacrificing our children, passing them through the fire, Molech, all type of stuff, man. Wickedness. Behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all them that thou hast loved, with all them that thou hast hated. I will even gather them round about against thee, and will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all thy nakedness. And I will judge thee as woman, as Salaki, and I will judge thee as women that break wedlock and shed blood are judged. And I will give thee blood and fury and jealousy. Hey, the Most High turn this over to all these other nations we is fornicating with. Hey, y'all want to be like them? They're going to take your, Salaki, they're going to take your ass into captivity. You're going to be like them. Just like we got to think of what the law, how the man and the woman who was put to death for committing adultery. So you and the nations y'all committing adultery with. And notice he said as a adulterous woman. This is serious, man. Matter of fact, bring out where that's at in Sirach. Bring out some precepts in Sirach on the women and the men. Being where I want. No, that's not in Sirach that I'm looking for. That's in Proverbs. I think I'm looking for Proverbs, the 7th chapter. Let's see what the scriptures say about an adulterous woman. And the simple man who fall to an adulterous woman. And that's why I say in Psalms 119, I think it's 119 and 20, bring that out. Salaki. Bring that out first. That's what I'm looking for. Psalms 119 and 9. Salaki. Book of Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. And we got to take heed to the laws, the statutes, and commandments. That's how we go from not being like this world, or being being conformed to the ways of this world. So you ain't tossed to and fro. Because kings, we got to gird up as men of the Lord. We can't even just put it all on the women. How are we not leading in righteousness? We're promoting that promiscuous spirit. We promoting that whore spirit. We telling our women in the music and in the videos and everything that that's what we want. So we going off as a nation. Here it is, Proverbs, the 7th chapter says from the top, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Just like we brought out in Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal can a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed to these commandments. He's saying, lay up these commandments with you. Let this be the thing that governs you. Keep my commandments and live, and my laws as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thine heart. I mean, keep them in your mind. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from what? From the strange woman, from the stranger with flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and behold, among the simple ones, I discerned among the youth a young man void of understanding, the simple ones. Those ones who haven't taken heed to the law, statutes, and commandments. It's simple. They stupid. Simple mean the stupid people. The stupid ones. He looked at it out his window and he saw a damn stupid man, a young man. And what made this man simple? He say, passing through the streets near her corner, and he went the way to her house. It's going to tell you about this adulterous woman. In the twilight and the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and subtle of heart, a damn whorish woman. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. What that sound like, man? Eve out clubbing all night, man. Eve out kicking it with all type of men, and she got a woman out. Salaki, she got a man kicking it with all type of men, and she got a man at home. Or Eve out kicking it with all type of women, and she got a man at home. A husband and children. But she's stubborn. She want to be drunk. She want to be clamorous. She want to be loud. She want to be deceptive. Her feet run into mischief. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abideth not in her house. Now is she without. Now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. She out here fishing. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me this day, have I paid my vows. Therefore come, Salakia, therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently, to seek thy face, and I have found thee. That means she diligently seeking. She out there diligently fishing. She out there even in the street looking for something to get into. Diligently. She out here club hopping. She out here in the streets. Her and her girls and adorn themselves. They got the mincing of the eyes and the tinkling of the feet. They out here living their best life. Looking for something to get into. Looking to be whores. Looking to be adulterers. Adulteress. Whorish. Clamorous. All the things that's contrary to as a holy people with the Most High created us to be. It say, and a simple man. Because we know a wicked, a wicked woman is given over to a wicked man. And like we also read in Proverbs, what was that, the 6th chapter, we brought out that a man who falls into with an adulterous woman is simple and lacks understanding. He's stupid, he's simple. Verse 13, it says, she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face she said unto him, I have peace offerings with me, this day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently, to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I mean, man, she prepared. She went out here diligently prepared to sin. Eve out here setting up traps, man. Looking for what's simple she can catch. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love into the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is the husband. Good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. He have taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. Like, look, my husband ain't home. I know he ain't going to be home soon. He ain't even expecting home for a appointed time. He done took money with him. He got his provisions. He ain't going to damn pop up in here while we doing what we doing. Come on, have this fill of love with me. And what happened? With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. He goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, and as a bird hasten to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Man, you're gonna be damn put to death and destroyed, man. And Eve get crafty. Think Eve ain't got game too? She has spit them smooth words in your ear. And don't be going off much drink. That's why I say we should be sober, be vigilant, have a sober mind. Eve out there got that game for these simple brothers. Spit that in your ear. Next thing you know, you at her damn house committing adultery. She at your damn committing adultery. And you get destroyed. You say, hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray into her path. For she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. And we know that's twofold too, man. We know that these doctrines, don't think that you got the so-called white man, Arab man, you got these all these nations pushing their religions, they doctrines, they whoredoms onto the children of Israel. And if you're not learned, if you're not girded, if you're not planted and rooted in these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be tossed to and fro. You're going to be damn waking up a Muslim. That's not your heritage. Damn following Buddha. These doctrines is likened also to a whorish woman, as we've seen many times. You're going to bring that out too. Now, apocrypha. That's Iraq. You know? I'm looking for it. Bear with me. Man, adultery is serious, man. Put to death and be put away, man. Who want a damn adulterous woman, man? Who want a damn adulterous man? Looking for Sirach, it's 5th chapter. The book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 9. It say, winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same, man. You got to be steadfast in this thing. You can't be tossed to and fro. You can't go every way. Everything ain't profitable for you. Who gonna stand up and tell, hey man, sister, you're going off. You got a husband. I'm not into adultery, sister. I'm not into fornicating, sister. Who gonna be that one? Who gonna be those who stand for the Most High? And sisters, when y'all gonna stop being harlots to the nations? When y'all gonna stop playing the whore? Wives, when y'all gonna be wives? And Shalom, all praise Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai for the diligent women, the women who taking care of their household, the virtuous women, the women who loving their husband, the women that who are in that divine order that talk about in Corinthians. Yahweh Shai, the man, the women, then the children. The women who shamefaced, who bashful. The women who not out here playing the whore. All praises. We got some diligent women. My wife, one of them. All praises. All praises to the Most High. Because he could have put that other spirit on her. Or he could have put that other spirit on me. He control good and evil. So we just pray we stay diligent. Let me get that Sirach. That's 7th chapter, 7 and 9. The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 9. It says, it's like it ain't what I'm looking for. No, it's chapter 9 I'm looking for. Bear with me. The book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. It's telling you how to deal with your wife. A lot of these relationships is going bad too because, hey, husbands, you're not dealing with your wife biblically. You letting her do what she want to do. You're not treating her. It's say you treat your wife how Christ treated the church, gave himself for her. We got to gird up in the spirit, man. We got to walk according to the ways that the Most High told us to be a husband. You wonder why your wife in the street? You're not being diligent at home. You're not girding up at home. We got to be diligent. We got to get out the ways of the world, man. Verse 2, it says, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snare. Say, hey, man, don't be damn going to the bar talking about, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I got a wife at home. You know, I got this promiscuous woman. She coming after me. I'm just gonna hang out with her. No, I ain't trying to have sex with her. We just gonna kind of go hang out. It's just my friend. Why even put yourself in that situation? It say, meet not with the harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Gaze not on a maid that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her, by her beauty. Me, you don't know that spirit can hop on you. You think you there just that you got strong will, but you putting yourself in situations. And say, give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance, man. And that's twofold. You know, you done slept with a harlot. Now that harlot may have had an offspring. Now that offspring get the inheritance or squander their inheritance to that offspring. Or you done slept with the harlot spiritually, fornicating with these other nations, these other doctrines, and now you done lost your inheritance through the Most High because you're not in the will of the Most High, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments so you can get the promises promised to you through your bloodline, through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as being an Israelite. It says, look not round about thee in the street of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So, hey, man, don't even chill with another man's wife, man. Don't spend your money on her. Don't go out getting drinks with her. None of that. Lest I be taken by your own desire. She kind of looking at you. She kind of battering her, what is it called, butterfly, battering her eyelashes. She kind of putting her hand on your shoulder. You kind of putting your hand on her leg. Like, oh, we just friends. Next thing y'all know, y'all at the damn hotel or somewhere, right? Back at our house, or, man, hey, you going off, man. Don't be a whoremonger. Don't cause a sister to go off. Don't cause a brother to go off. Don't be an adulteress. If you're adulterous, man, he's going to put you away, as he rightfully should through the commandments. Bring it out. Let's go to Sirach 18 and 27. And if you don't got an apocrypha, make sure you grab your apocrypha. The books that was taken out of the Bible, that was in the original 1611 King James. Sirach, the 18th chapter. We got to stay diligent in this thing, man. Book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 27, it says, a wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will be aware of offense, but a fool will not observe time. A wise man he ain't going to sin. Guess why? Because he got wise wisdom is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He gonna be wise, and when that sin come, when that temptation come, that fear, that perfect fear, gonna keep him from falling. Get that Proverbs 19, 1 through 2 as well. It says, the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, I just actually 1 verse 2. It says, wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlot will become impudent. Hey man, you be turned over to a reprobate mind, man. Wine and women. You know how much that made? Look how Solomon, he was wise, the wisest king that ever walked, that ever lived. But then women make him go off. Wine and women, man. And that's why it keeps saying in the scripture, be ye of sober mind, man. Get that private. Let's get Sirach 23, 16 to 28. The book of Sirach, it says, chapter 23, verses 16. 2 sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is as a burning fire. So somebody who always trying to get angry real fast. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he hath kindled a fire. A fornicator in his flesh. Some people just, hey man, all they want to do is damn have sex. Well, any women that they can, any man that they can, all type of wickedness. A fornicator in his flesh, man. Say consumeth like a fire, man, until you inflame, until you destroy. It says, verse 17, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying, thus is in his heart. Salakia, thus in his heart. Who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. You think the Most High don't know what you damn doing? And sex really be like that. And women too, like, hey, hey, my husband don't know what I'm doing. My wife don't know what I'm doing. I'm out here at the damn hotel. I'm over at the damn woman's house, or the woman at the damn man's house sleeping around. Her husband at home taking care of the kids. The wife sleeping around, the husband out sleeping around, got a good woman at home. She think he damn at work on a business trip. He with Becky or whatever her name is, sleeping around. You think the Most High don't know? Verse 19 says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considereth the most secret part. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. Man, the Most High, he ponders, he knows the secret parts, he knows the heart, he knows the mind, he knows the thoughts, he knows the thoughts of men. Think you're gonna hide something from the Most High? He said, even before you came forth, he knew you, he created you before you was fashioned in your mother's womb in Jeremiah. You think he don't know that you damn cheating? You think you're gonna hide something from the Most High? And then, matter of fact, we're gonna bring that Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. Because in your security, you're going to be damn destroyed. Right? You think you got away with everything. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 7, it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put down offering day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You're going to damn perish. You thinking everything's sweet? Yeah, my husband don't know what I'm doing. My wife don't know what I'm doing. Getting away with it. Next thing you know, you damn destroyed. Then damn, hey, and there's many ways to get destroyed, man. Lose everything physically, death, disease, all type of stuff, man. Most I ain't playing. Let's get that the book of Sirach, chapter 24. We're gonna go 12. It says, this is what I was looking for. The book of Sirach, chapter 24 and 12. We gotta fear the Most High, man. You ain't gonna give a damn about the consequences if you don't fear the Most High. Like if you don't fear, don't do what they tell you to do, but you know your parents gonna whoop that ass. You gonna fear. You know there's consequences. That fear is gonna govern decisions and adhering to the laws that your parents put in place. How much more the Most High? Says the book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. You got to have that fear to love the Most High. That fear is wisdom. We know that love is keeping the commandments. We know faith without works is dead. It all go hand in hand. When you fear him, you're wise. When you're wise, you're going to fear him. You're going to love him. When you love him, you're going to keep his commandments. When you keep his commandments, that means you have faith in him. That's going to make you keep his commandments, which means you're going to do the work. It all goes hand in hand. The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 1, it says, in three things I was beautiful and stood up beautifully, beautiful both before God and man. The unity of brethren, which is multiple fold, because if you love your brother, you ain't gonna sleep with his wife. Y'all gonna be in one accord. You ain't gonna kill, you ain't gonna murder, you ain't gonna backbite your brother. You ain't gonna hold hate in your heart towards your brother. You ain't gonna covet his wife. You ain't gonna covet none of all of it go hand in hand. But what else? The love of neighbors. You ain't gonna sleep with your neighbor's wife, you love him. You ain't gonna sleep with your neighbor's husband, you love him, or love her, or love them. It says, and a man and a wife that agree together. Y'all on one accord. How do you become on one accord, wives and husbands? By taking heed to the law, statutes, and commandments. Everything in this book. Everything in this book. It tells us how to live righteously. It tells us how to treat our wives, how to treat our husbands. Well, Salakia. I tell wives how to treat their husbands. Tell us men how to treat our wives. It's all here. How to govern our families. How to be in agreement. It said, in three things was he beautified. The love of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a husband and a wife that are in agreement together. You in agreement with your wife, you ain't gonna be out damn sleeping around. You in agreement with your husband, you ain't gonna be out damn sleeping around. You ain't gonna be in adultery. Go to Sirach 25 and 12. I mean, it's like you brought that out. Let me go to 26, 1 through 3. It says, and another thing we got to know, hey man, a wicked woman is given to a wicked man, so you got to examine yourself. Your wife out here doing all these things, your husband out here doing, man, you got to examine your damn self, man. Because the Most High in control of all that. Just like a virtuous woman is going to be given to a virtuous man. And all praises Yahweh B'Hashem HaMashiach Wabalak Yahushua to the daughters of Zion who doing their thing, man, who holding down their household, who walking in righteousness, who keeping the laws and statutes and commandments, who not out here being whores or playing the harlots. The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 1, it says, blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. Hey, man, why does it say that? Because you got a virtuous wife. You're going to be less stressed out in this damn world, man. Your household going to be in order. You're going to be able to serve the Most High more with Salakia. You ain't going to have that stress, be worrying about your damn wicked wife. It says, a virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. It's going to be peaceful in your household. You got a virtuous wife. Say, blessed is the man that hath the virtuous wife. Says, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. When you don't fear the Lord, man, you're going to have a damn wicked ass Eve out here running around, man. You ain't fearing the Most High. It say,
a good wife is a good portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. That's self-explanatory, man. Let's bring out the Sirach 26. We're going to go, skip down. Bam, that's what I'm looking for. It say, verse 6, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. Hey man, you dealing with them spirits of jealousy and envy, especially a woman who jealous over another woman, and man, and kings, brothers, you got to watch these spirits too. A damn woman will be jealous of your woman at home, and then come try to start talking in your ear. She jealous of that. You got to look at that, these spirits too, man. Got to use wisdom, the fear of the Lord. The Most High ain't even going to give you that discretion. He's going to turn you over to that reprobate mind where you believe the lie. Now you damn going off. She got you thinking something about your wife that ain't even really what it is because she jealous of her. And now she been able to get in there with that impudent face and them smooth words and then pulled you damn into destruction. You say, and verse 7, Sirach 26 and 7, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion, man. You ever try to hold a scorpion? A damn scorpion sting, man. You might die. It says an evil wife is a yoke, man, shaking to and fro. Just like we had them yoke of irons on our neck, shaking to and fro, man. It's damn destruction, distress. Can't sleep at night. You up worrying where the hell your wife at? She quarrelsome. I don't want to keep commandments. Damn, fighting you. All type of just folly and just all out of order. Say, verse 8, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame, man. Will not cover her own shame, man. You be out here drunk, unruly, damn fighting, damn not acting like a woman, damn get that drink in you and want to please your flesh. Damn don't want to be at home, just want to be out in the bars getting drunk. And Jake can't wait. See the women coming, hey, let me buy you a drink, baby. Promoting this damn spirit, Jake. You're going off. Now it ain't a sin to drink, but we got to do everything decently. It say a drunken woman and will not cover her own shame. I mean, she don't even give a damn that she out here out of order. She ain't even trying to be discreet. She ain't even trying to have discretion. She don't give a damn. She drunk and she ain't ashamed of her folly. She ain't ashamed of her wickedness. She ain't ashamed she out here half naked. She ain't ashamed she done slept with 50 different men. Now Eve promote that through the music, through the culture. This ain't our culture. It say, Salaki, bear with me. Lost my place. It got me hot, man, seeing our women in this condition that we in, man. It's sad. It's sad to see our brothers in the condition we in, to see our family structure in the condition we in. But we know that this goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. That 28 and 54. I evil towards his brother, evil towards his wife, the wife of his bosom, the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. We seeing the curses, man. Back to Sirach, chapter 26. We go to 20, Salaki. What was that? Verse 10. It says, Salaki, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. That goes back to the Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, where it talked about the mincing of eyes and the walking forth with the stretched neck and the wanting of eyes, Salaki. Man, you can look at a woman, you can tell if she got that whole spirit on her, that harlot spirit on her. She kind of, you come in with your woman, she kind of looking at you out the corner of her eyes, might give you a little smile. You looking around the room, you look back in that direction, she's still trying to make eye contact with you. She done damn got her breast all out, kind of looking and smiling at you. You know, walk by, she kind of try to rub them on you or something. Man, you can see that them spirits, man. That lust spirit, that whole spirit, that wicked spirit. It says, verse 10, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abase herself through overmuch liberty. Man, hey, don't give your children, especially your daughter, too much freedom, man. Keep her chaste. Keep her in order. Don't let her damn be going out doing everything that she want to do. And overmuch liberty, she gonna stray away. She gonna become a woman of the world. Verse 11, watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And we know what that quiver is, man. And we know what that arrow represents, man. She gonna be out here damn sleeping around with everybody. Anybody that'll give her damn attention, give her money. A lot of these women is playing a prostitute. They take me on a they having sex for money, man. For a trip, for a damn Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, for a bag. That's going off, man. It's going all the way off, going the hell off. It says, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatteth his bones. Now, when you got a discreet wife, you know what I'm saying? She chaste, she diligent, she beautiful, she covered up. You know what I'm saying? She ain't moving around with one eye. She ain't all up in every brother face. She taking care at home. She keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. She studying to show herself approved. She building diligently with other women of the same spirit. Hey, that's gonna be fatness to your bones, man. That's gonna be health and marrow. That's gonna bring you joy. You're not gonna be stressed. You're not gonna be sorrowful. You're not gonna have damn quarrel every time you come home. You ain't gonna be up wondering where your wife at. This fatness of the bones, man. It says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. There is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. And we know that mind well instructed, the Most High got to put that spirit on you. She got to be in these laws, statutes, these commandments. That's going to instruct her mind. That's going to instruct your mind. I'll bring that back. It said, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife and the ordering of her house. In the ordering of her house, man. A real righteous, God-fearing woman that you've been blessed with, she gonna take care of her house. She gonna take care of the children. Now you gotta, now I'm not saying you ain't gotta help out at the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't be simple-minded, brothers. But you're not gonna be the one doing all the cooking there. You cooking, you cleaning, you taking care of all the babies, you damn doing all the grocery shopping, you damn paying all the bills. Where your wife at? What's she doing? Your house all out of order. It ain't gonna go down, man, like that. It says there, and this is clear, plain upon tables. As the sun when it arises in the high heavens, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. When the sun is up in the high heavens, like when the sun at noon, it's right above, everybody can see it's shining, it's bringing light, it's bringing energy. That's how your wife gonna be when she in that spirit, and she a good righteous wife. She gonna keep everything in the house in order, man. Your household is gonna be in order because you're gonna be in order to keep her in order too. It's a balance, it's that divine order. And brothers' houses is out of order, your wife's is out of order, and your house is out of order because you out of order. And you got that wicked wife, man. Verse 17, as the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are fair feet with a constant heart. It says, my son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers. And that's twofold. Hey, don't give your strength to strangers. These fake doctrines, these false doctrines, these things that aren't of your heritage. Don't be sleeping with and giving your bloodline, diluting your bloodline, messing with these strange women, these strange nations. Don't be polluting your purity of your marriage, sleeping with these harlots, these strange women. It's multifold. It says, when thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all thy field, sow it with thy own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. And we say, don't be intermingling your seed, man. Stick with the daughters of your people. Women, stick with the sons of your people. Stick with your people, your nationality. Israelite on Israelite love is beautiful. Stick with your nation. You found a faithful, a beautiful possession. Sow with your own seed. It says, so thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. Your bloodline. 22. And harlot shall be accounted as spittle. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband, man. Throughout the scriptures, man. A harlot should be counted as spittle, like a little damn spit. It's nothing. But that righteous woman, she's going to be a tower against death to her husband. It's like that earthly proverb that say, and behind every good man is a good woman. Where do you think they got all these earthly proverbs from? From the scriptures, man. And these scriptures was given to our people as a law to govern how we supposed to govern our women, how we supposed to govern our house. Women, how you supposed to live. Men, how you supposed to live. It says, a dishonest woman, Salaki. It says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Examine yourself, you got a wicked woman. But a goodly woman, Salaki, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh. You got to fear the Lord, and you want that godly woman. I ain't talking about a woman of the world who say she go to church. Many whores go to church. We talking about that God women who keep the commandments, who living in righteousness, who dealing with her husband and her family in righteousness, Not that old adulterous harlot who wicked, who in church every damn Sunday and in the club Saturday night, spreading her quiver, opening her quiver to whatever arrow, laying by whatever hedge. It say, a dishonest woman committed shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. And women, you got to reverence your husband. Husband, you got to lead in righteousness so your woman can reverence you. Now, you're a righteous woman, you got a wicked ass husband. You got to examine yourself too. You got to pray to the Most High. Can't expect your woman to be in righteousness and you leading in wickedness, and you the head. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. That means you reverence your husband. What does that mean? That means you're going to obey your husband. That means you're not going to be quarrelsome. That means you're not going to be an adulteress. That means you're going to take care of your household. That means you're going to be supportive in righteousness. Verse 24, Salaki 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh. A shameless woman is, man, counted as a dog. A dog ain't nothing. A damn beast. What's shameless? A adulterer, a adulterous woman. A woman who got all her secret parts out. She's shameless. She ain't got no shame in nothing. Like they say, ain't no shame in her game. Them type of women is counted as a dog. Means she worthless. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. And this is the thing. When you honoring your husband and you living in righteousness, other women see that, and that teaches other women. But you trimming your ways, you teaching the wicked ones your way too. You not doing that. You influencing and teaching other women. Hey, they might look at you and look at you as an example. So-and-so that she don't honor her husband. Hey, she out in the streets. Now you influencing this woman or this young sister to be ungodly because she watching after you. And we see that happening a lot of times, man. Or you living ungodly and you think that is cute, but a righteous woman gonna look at you and be like, you a damn fool. You unwise. You unlearned. You a dog. And don't get mad at me. That's what the scriptures say. She'll be counted as a dog. A loud crying woman, verse 27, and a scold shall be sought out to drive away enemies. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, men of understanding that are not set, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such, and one for the sword. Man, don't go from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and then go back into sinning, man. We got to get back to our heritage. We got to get back to keeping these laws, these statutes, these commandments. And we got to get away from this spiritual fornication and from being these adulterers spiritually. And women, y'all got to stop being whores. Y'all got to stop trying to want to be the baddest bitch and all of this stuff that's not your heritage. Your daughters of Zion, men, young kings. We got to lead back in righteousness. You got to stop trying to be a damn nigga man and be an Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite king. Get back to your heritage. Lead in righteousness. Take care of your home. It's the only way we're going to reverse the curses and get back into rulership. And with that, all praises Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, I'm Brother Nehemiah from O.F.I, only for Israel. Kwam Yashal.